Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Elias and welcome back to Terraria, the melee only challenge. So, in the last episode, we were working on doing some stuff in the underground, getting to the underground, exploring around, getting the Knight's Edge, which is amazing, and just kind of preparing to fight the Wall of Flesh, which we're almost ready to do. Now, I am over here in the ocean biome, all the way on the left side of the map, because I want to try to get something that's going to be super useful, specifically a pylon. So I've went ahead and made some houses, kind of waiting on some more trees to grow, some more palm, because we're going to make this mostly palm, with a little bit of the greystone brick, make it look kind of nice with the glass windows and everything, and we're going to, well, have a couple of our townspeople over here. Specifically, I have set up, they should be here anytime, the golfer and the angler, who like each other, and should allow us to get our first pylon. Now, I am not super familiar with the Pylon Network stuff, so it's going to be a little bit of a learning experience for me, but, you know, let's grab a couple more things. We need to upgrade some of our basic tools, which we're going to do today, but the main goal is, well, a couple of things. So first of all, I want to get a little bit of stuff done in terms of, oh hey, goggles. We have enough lenses for goggles. Let's see, what is it I want to make? The palmwood lamps. Let me take 2 of these and put them in here. So yeah, there is a couple of things that I want to try to do today. Starting with, well, I want to get the Goblin Tinkerer. That is an NPC we do not have yet. That would be really nice to have at this point. And I like how the door can't close. I guess it could. But we need the Goblin Tinker so that we can combine our accessories, and I want to try to get some boots, some lava waders, or lava walking boots, or I don't remember what they're called exactly. But first things first, we're going to head into the ocean, because I want to see if we have any water chests down here, and we do. That is awesome. We haven't actually had too many of these, and there's a couple things I'd like to try to get. We're gonna probably drown, but I want to, I'll heal before that happens. I want to grab as much of this stuff as I can, and let's get out of here before we die. Unfortunately, we go back here. So, yeah, I've spent a little bit of time between episodes working on our organization and getting things kind of somewhat nice. These chests are labeled. I need to continue working down here, but we'll get there. And yeah, I need to get a lot of things. So we're gonna store bait in here. We're gonna do some upgrades real quick, and then I'll keep the shine potions on me. Sandcastles. Okay, let's go ahead and quick stack everything that we can, and then I'll have to sort things a little bit more. So furniture, we don't have an aqua chest, so we can put that there, and that can become something. We got an air tube, which is kind of cool. I guess I will put that in there, and the inner tube is a vanity thing, so we'll put that in there. We have a new weapon, a trident, which is cool, but a little not useful. And we have some tattered cloths, which, worst case scenario, would allow us to summon in the goblins, but yeah, it's not really good enough. Okay, so almost done sorting this stuff out. The wood goes up here because I have plants, ores, plants, food, potions, consumables. Accessories, armor, this will be melee weapons, non-melee weapons, vanities, we have a bunch of things. So what we're going to do now is we're going to sleep. Can I? There we go. We're going to sleep for a while. You know what? Actually, before we do too much, can we make... I actually don't know what the recipe would take, but I'm going to assume it's going to take some, like, lead. But what I want to do is I want to see if I can't make some sort of a clock. Mr. Guide, can you help me make a clock? There is a ton of stuff. So what's a clock usually take? Blocks, requires glass. Okay. That is something we can probably handle if I have some sand, which I do. I think we need twice as much. And we should be able to make a bunch of glass. And can we make a clock now? No, we might need more iron. We're also going to grab a bunch of our platinum. And come on, Andrew. I know you can talk to me. There we go. Crafting. I just want to see. I don't think I've ever really made clocks before. We can make honey clocks. So yeah, iron, which I believe lead is also acceptable. Requires a sky mill. Okay, what's a basic clock? So shadewood requires a sawmill. Okay. So theoretically, if we go over here, we should be able to make a clock. Yep, a grandfather clock. And we're just going to make one. And of course, I can't put it in here. So we should get the effect if it's in here. Which is all I want. It is 2 a.m. So we're going to sleep. Because we need to try to get the goblins to spawn. And the Goblin Army will spawn whenever it is 6 a.m. So, I'm going to speed this little section up, hopefully, and we'll see what happens if we can get any sort of goblins. Alright, so not the goblins, but we did get the traveling salesman, so let's go see what they have. And I realize it's going to take a lot longer than I expected, so I probably won't speed that up. I'll probably just cut that out. But yeah, the traveling salesman spawned. Please don't tell me. Of course. Alright, we need to kind of deal with all of these guys a little bit. I don't know that anybody's going to be happy enough to sell me anything. And that's a problem. So I need to kind of learn overcrowding. Yep. So what is going to be the best way to handle this? Because in order for these guys to sell us stuff, which by the way, I'm eventually going to make the houses around here a little bit nicer. But yeah, who is that? Oh, that's wrong person. And of course he doesn't like the nurse or the mechanic. And she doesn't like the clothier, so that's fair. Yeah, we're gonna need to get a lot of these people out. And we're gonna set up a Pylon Network because it's gonna make my job a lot easier. Being able to travel to the jungle, for example, with just one click, and all that. So I'll have to set up some more houses. But before we do anything else, we went ahead and made the clock. Now I need to make some upgraded gear. We're going to make a platinum hammer and a platinum axe, just so it is a lot easier to cut things up and deal with that kind of stuff, which I believe I have a tools down here. Okay. So, this is kind of where we're at. I need to build houses if I want to get a Pylon Network up and running, and we also need to... We need to find a couple of accessories, and one of those actually accessories that we would probably want to get is probably going to require fishing. So that is not the fishing pole. We're going to get a flesh catcher. I thought it was a caster. Same difference. And this is going to allow us to, well, go fish. Which is going to be really nice. Now, the other thing, I have a potions box. Do we have any? Of course not. I was looking to see if we have any crate potions, which we do not, unless we have some in here. Mining gravitation, no. But we do have plenty of worms. So we can get some worms. We have plenty of bait. Gold worms are great. But with this, we should be able to get out there and go fishing. Now, the angler is going to want certain things. And I'm going to need to see exactly where we need to fish. But I think one of the things we can do is fish in the desert, specifically the oasis. And that might be useful. I also want to see, because there is water here. Alright, just making sure there's not like a water chest in there. So yeah, I'm gonna need to go fishing for a little bit, but we need to collect various things. Specifically, we need to get the water walking boots. We need to get an obsidian rose, which that comes from an enemy drop in the underworld, and we're going to need what is the other thing off the top of my head? It is a magma charm, which also I believe we're gonna need to do some farming in the underworld for that. But all things considered, we can't really do any of that stuff without a Goblin Tinkerer. So we absolutely need to get the goblins to invade. So what I need to do right now is just kind of hang out around the spawn area. The goblins will only spawn at 4 a.m. In the morning, at the start of the day, if you are around the center of the map. And it should be like a 1 in 3 chance. So it should be a pretty good chance. I just gotta kind of stay around. Also, what kind of trees are these? I kind of want to look into that. Man, I wish I had the better... okay, cool, this is palmwood as well. Of course, it's growing on sand. That's actually what determines what kind of tree grows, is what it's growing on. Palm is sand. The corrupted and crimson and hollow versions are based off of that block, that dirt. Normal dirt is normal trees, and then snow, I believe, is what gives you the boreal trees. And I think that's all of them, at least off the top of the head, off of my head. So I'm going to hopefully be able to do some work. I'm going to build some more houses and make things look nice. Mahogany is also on mud. That is the other one. So we have some rock lobsters, oysters. Oysters give us pearls, which is cool. Flounders, bombfish. So yeah, we're going to need to do a lot of different things to hopefully start getting access to the water walking, lava walking boots that I want, so that I can deal with the wall of flesh a little bit easier. So that's kind of the plan. I'm going to do a lot of that off camera, and I'm probably not going to record too much, so I'm going to have to jump back in if anything cool happens. But I don't plan on going and farming items quite yet. Just trying to wait around for the goblins. So I'll be back once they spawn. Alright, we are back here at the ocean. There's some sea turtles just hanging out on the beach, which is pretty cool. But as you can see, the golfer and the angler are here. And the golfer, I've already checked, is happy. So he's selling the ocean pylon. Now this is 8 gold. We have plenty of gold. And we can place this down. And theoretically, we can teleport to it whenever we'd like. Now I've gone ahead and made a couple more houses in the jungle, which we're going to walk back over to. But I just want to kind of show off the finished houses here. So not too bad. I kind of like them. Simple, but I'm not going to spend all that much time. And hey, look, it's another Goblin Scout. So that's more tattered cloth. I think we need 10 of those to make the banner to summon in the goblins, which if it comes to that, we will do that. But I went ahead and made the 2 jungle houses. We're going to have the Dryad and the Witch Doctor live in them. Hopefully they will be there once I get over there. And we're relatively close to getting enough tattered cloth to summon in the goblins ourselves. Getting the goblins is important because it is the only way we're going to be able to get the accessories that I want to defeat the Wall of Flesh. Plus, you know, getting a combination of accessories normally is going to be just great. So, while I would like to get to hard mode today, at the very least, if we can get the Goblin Tinkerer and get this Pylon Network at least a little bit started, that'll be good enough. So, what I'm going to end up doing is probably deconstructing a lot of the houses at the spawn and putting them somewhere else. We're going to want ones... they're not here yet. I've told them to live here. If I look at the housing, you can see that they both are supposed to live here, but these are the houses. So something to note, just because I never know what people use to build and whatnot. These are mahogany fences. These blocks right here. That is how it gives it the like on stilts look. And if we add another house here, we might put it in the middle, a little bit higher on higher stilts. That's kind of the idea. In fact, that's probably what we'll end up doing. I do have some extra wood. So yeah, it's just these rich mahogany fences. Let's get like 32. And we'll do 1. Stop attacking me, please. Okay. Of course, as soon as I do anything, they all die. Something else that I'm going to want to do is get all my palm wood back, because I don't need any more of those. But yeah, so we have the mahogany fences. Should have 32, so 16 blocks up, I think, is what we're going to be doing. So let's start on this side. So we'll want 1. Actually, no, we don't want the first one. That's a little too low. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just go up. I guess it doesn't even... I don't even need to count because I can see. And then this one will go here. And they should be the same height. So I don't know that I'm going to put anybody in this house yet. But we're going to make it for basically the future. And then what I did was I put 1 extra. And that is the base of the house. So what I'll probably end up doing is grabbing these torches. I decided to grab some jungle torches. I had a few lying around, and so I figured I use those as sort of a kind of decoration. They all have light, but let's see if we walk away, if the villagers will spawn over here. Otherwise, we're going to have to teleport, and there we go. They just got over here. I think it's because it's night, they'll go to their house, but we should be able to buy from either of them. So, strong energy flows, unimpeded by neighboring presence, very pleasant. So yeah, basically, they're happy here. It doesn't look like the voodoo guy is selling the pylon, though. How about the dryad? Neither of them. So, solitude exists sometimes. Oh, are they too far apart? I hope not. Anyways, I will figure out something, and get these guys together so that they are happy and giving me what I want, which is the pylon. But here is a question, and I don't actually know the answer to. Can I just teleport to the ocean? No. You're not close enough to a pylon to... Okay, so you have to be close to a pylon to teleport to another pylon. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that these guys aren't... they think they're alone. They like the jungle, I know that much, but there's gonna have to be a third one here, I think. And maybe they'll be happy. I think all the areas are gonna have 3 people. But anyways, we're gonna head back to the base. I'm going to unfavorite some of these stuff And yeah, we need to kind of continue doing what we've been doing. So let's quick stack that stuff. It is 9 p.m., so not nearly late enough for anything. How happy are you? Still a lot of people. Yeah, there's too many people here, so unfortunately they're never going to be happy. But we should be able to do that. Can I reach from here? No. So we're going to turn this back into the rich mahogany. And then accidentally use a potion. So, I found out what the white pearl does. It is for a luck potion. If I find any ladybugs, which I've seen ladybugs before, I captured them and I remember reading something about them being unlucky to kill them or use them as bait. And so I didn't do anything with it. So, the pearl is not something that we're going to be using anytime soon. But I wanted to see tattered cloths. How close are we to summoning in the goblins ourselves? That is important. We need 10. So, if I can get a few extra, then we'll do that. But otherwise, we need to do some other things. So what I think we'll do, there's a gnome, is head down here to our elevator. And we need to go kill some enemies. Now, the main one we need to kill is the imps. The fire imps will give us the obsidian rose, which is something we need. But we also are going to need a lava charm, and I am currently looking up how to get that. So, chests in the cavern layer with lava. So, like this level. Let's see if we can't find a cave. This might be good. No. Not a very good cave. And we're starting to get a little too low that we're actually in the underworld. So let's go up a little bit. And otherwise we have to fish in lava, and I would prefer not to do that. It's kind of a hassle. So let's just get up in here, see if we can't find a decent cave. And I'm going to look around and see if we can't find these things that we need. Specifically, the lava charm. It's kind of the big thing. And another meteorite, of course. And then kind of the plan is I will head back out of here once it gets closer to day. And once it is actually day, go see if the goblins will spawn. So, once again, I am going to cut away. But this time I'm going to actually keep recording, just in case I find anything or anything exciting happens. And we'll come back once we have things kind of going for us. So hopefully we can find some stuff that we need. But otherwise I'm going to have to go kill imps for a while in the underworld. And that's not that big of a deal, but we need to collect the stuff. So I'll be back once a lot of that is done. Alright, so I just teleported back up here. It was 3 a.m. I got in the bed for a few moments, rather, and it turned 4, and we have a Goblin Army approaching. So, yeah, that is awesome. That's what I've been waiting for. I also found a life crystal down there, our last one that we need, and so we can unlock the Goblin Tinkerer, which is amazing. Also, that gnome is gonna be stone. Okay, so here is the Goblin Army. We just need to kill these guys. Should not be that difficult at this point. Just because we are much stronger than them. There are assassins now. Plus, we got peons. Oh, thieves. I don't remember the thieves, to be honest. The heavy guys. I think there's probably archers as well. But yeah, this should be relatively easy. The goblins have been... Yeah, there's some archers. So yeah, the archers are probably the biggest concern, but these guys don't do enough damage anymore because we are horribly over-leveled for these guys. And a lot of it's just because I haven't been spending too much time around the base, and so they never spawn. We've been able to collect, or not collect, summon these guys in since the Brain of Cthulhu. I was like, what's the... It's not the Eater Worlds, we don't have a Corruption World. So we're a little bit more geared up than they are. But it's still really important to get these guys taken care of so that we can get the Goblin Tinkerer. Once we unlock him, that is going to allow us to combine accessories, which is amazing. It's also going to allow us to reforge things, so I can make my pickaxe a little bit faster, which I might actually do. We can also make, you know, our weapons better. We can make our equipment better. Everything is just going to be so much better with the Goblin. The Goblin is probably the most important NPC in this game by far. Even though, like, the merchant gives you some really good things, the guide is super useful for, like, remembering how to do things, because I always forget recipes. I constantly check the guide, but the army has been defeated, and so what we need to do now is, well, just go caving. The Goblin will somewhere summon in and just hang out. By the way, I found a mushroom biome, which was pretty cool. So this is going to be the plan. Let's go ahead and head on down there together. And what we'll do is we're going to try to find the Goblin Tinkerer today. And call it an episode, because this is getting a little bit long. Let's see, furniture. I'm going to continue working on everything else. We got a harpoon, which is a ranged weapon, so we can't use it. And spiky balls, which are kind of cool, but not super useful. So, yeah, we're going to go look for the Goblin Tinkerer and hopefully find him. And then next episode, we will finally do it. We will take care of defeating the Wall of Flesh and putting this world into hard mode. Once I collect all of the accessories. So, I might do some of it on, like, I might record some of it just so that I have the footage of me getting it, but we're going to have to farm some items, potentially going to have to fish, and if we get the Pylon Network set up, I'm going to work on that as well between episodes, just going around building some houses and getting people to the houses so that if in fact they want to start selling the pylons, we can have that. So that'll be the plan, and it shouldn't be too bad to do. It's just going to take a little bit of time. This cave is going back into the one I was just at, so I'd like to potentially go to the other side. There is a little cave there, and it looks like it does open up. Yeah, I really want to get this. Oh, it's heavy. That's why. Speed is lower. You never want heavy for your pickaxe. Agile is like the best, I think. One of the best anyways. But we should be able to get into this cave and hopefully find some good stuff. Not as important to get life crystals anymore, but still useful. There are still uses for them, and there's the Goblin. Hello, Mr. Goblin. First things first, we're gonna buy this and rocket boots. And I'm gonna just go ahead and equip the rocket boots. What do we not need? Honestly, our wings are kind of awful. So yay, rocket boots. But the Tinkerer's Workshop is like the best thing. Actually, the rocket boots kind of are awful as well. We'll keep the wings. So he should go up to a house, and that is kind of the important thing. So I'm going to cave and look for, hopefully, the lava charm. Otherwise, I have to do fishing, and that doesn't sound like a lot of fun. At least lava fishing doesn't seem like all that much fun. There is a chest there. And I don't see anything. There's a trap there, but let's go ahead and activate it. I think the trap's broken. Something we can do. Oh, there we go. That didn't work. So if we grab an active stone block and we put it on ourselves, we can see wires and whatnot. Now, I don't know if chests can... I know chests can have things. Oh, magic mirror, finally. I've been waiting for one of those for a while. I know chests can be rigged to be explosive, but I think they have to be attached to actual explosives, and they can't, like, have the explosives in them or anything like that. If that makes sense. But, yeah, so the plan is this. I am going to explore around. I'm going to look for any signs of loot and whatnot. That is a spider cave. There's a spider cave here. Hold up. This could be interesting because there's a couple things that we can rarely get from spider caves. And so there is the chance that we'll get some of the stuff. Specifically, the hairdresser. This is a really winding spider cave. So the things we can get the hairdresser, I believe is what her name is. But we can also find potentially a chest, a web chest, and that is not only a unique chest that we can use for storage. In case you didn't notice, that's something I was doing, is prepping to do unique chests only for storage. But it can have some cool little items. Wow, there is all of the spiders. And isn't this like a... Okay, we need to light things up. Isn't this like a spider egg or something? No. Okay. So, spiders are good to know about, usually. But for our case, they're a little bit less exciting. Because once we're in hard mode, there is a different spider type that spawns, which will summon in, or not summon in, but allow us to do summoner things. But because we are melee only, doesn't matter. So it looks like there is a decent cave entrance up here. The neat thing about these is they do regenerate the cobwebs over time, so it is technically infinite cobweb farming. Which is good if you have things that you want a lot of cobwebs for. I don't really, but you never know. So let's go ahead and... I'm going to go ahead and end the episode off here. I'm going to work off camera to build houses. Hello, Tim. We got a wizard hat, also completely useless for us. It buffs magic. We cannot use magic. But I'm going to farm some items. Try to get all the stuff I need. Might require some fishing. I know we can get fishing, various things from fishing that we need, and so that might be the path we take. Otherwise, I'll go find the stuff. And it does mean I'm going to have to farm the imps, the fire imps from the underworld, which is not too much of a problem. That is a trap. And yeah, hopefully I can get all the stuff we need. What is that? I've never seen... Oh, I've never seen a harpy statue before. I was not quite sure what it was, to be perfectly honest. Anyways, I'm rambling. That's going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!